Hey guys, welcome to our 216 post-snowpocalypse gathering. So glad you're joining us today. Hey, the sun is shining brightly outside. It's beginning to thaw out all of the snow. The streets are clearing up, and I'm glad that you are joining here today. Hey, this week has been crazy, hasn't it been? It's been nuts. It's been challenging. It has been frightening to some degree. It has been just one of those weeks where the anxiety and the stress levels and the worry levels, they just literally go through the roof. But you are here today. Be thankful for that. You know, as I've been reflecting over the last couple of days, I've had some great conversations with my family. And today, as I was journaling just kind of what has happened over the course of the last 5, 6, 7 days, I wrote down two things that God just dropped in my heart, and I thought that I would share them with you today as an encouragement. Here's the first thing. As human beings, we are extremely vulnerable, all right? Let's just be straight. This past week showed us that it doesn't matter the size of the house, it doesn't matter how many cars we've got in the driveway, it doesn't matter how many possessions we have, it doesn't matter how much money we've got in the bank, it doesn't matter how much social influence we have. This past week was all about survival, right? This past week was all about finding drinkable water, right? This past week was all about staying warm. This week was all about keeping that fire going. This last week was all about figuring out what the next meal was going to be. This past week was all about checking up on each other to make sure everybody is doing fine. This past week was all about not being able to go anywhere because of all of the black ice and the weather conditions, right? It just shows that we are extremely vulnerable human beings. For some reason, we think that we are invincible, right? We think that the higher we climb on the social status ladder, right, the more we are able to deter all of these things. But this past week showed us, man, we are all vulnerable human beings. All of us. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter your background, your ethnicity, doesn't matter your social status. I mean, this was nuts. But here's the other side of the thought that got dropped in my heart, right? God has put everything inside of us. God has put everything inside of you to see you through these times. I'm extremely grateful that God gives us strength, right? He puts hope inside of us. We have the guidance through the Holy Spirit abiding inside of us, right? I mean, it's like we have all of these tools. He gives us wisdom, and He gives us discernment and creativity. He gives us compassion and love and all of these things to see us through even the most difficult moments. This weekend, I'm going to be preaching out of Psalm 18 as we continue with our series, Songs of the Heart. Listen to two particular verses in Psalm 18. It says, this is verse 6, "In my distress," that's you and me this week. "In my distress, I called to the Lord. I cried to my God," very personal, right? David is saying, I cried to my God for help, and from His temple, check this out, from His throne room, from the heavens, He heard my voice. How awesome is that? Verse 1 says, "I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer. My God is my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield, the horn of my salvation, my stronghold." All right. Be encouraged with the word, man. God has given us everything that we need to see us through. He's put everything that we need inside of us already. This weekend, we will be regathering for in-person services. But let me say this. I don't know how long it's been since you've been to an in-person worship experience, an in-person gathering, but get to church this weekend. If you can get to church this weekend. If you've been watching online, because it's much more convenient to be watching online, get to church this weekend. If you feel that as a family you can safely get from your home to church, get to church this weekend. I believe this weekend is going to be a powerful time of worship and prayer and diving into the Word and just expressing our thanksgiving and our gratitude to such an amazing God who sees us and hears us and answers us and walks with us and guides us and puts everything inside of us to see us through a week like we just faced. All right? So here's what I want you to do. If you are down to make the commitment to be in church this weekend, 11 a.m. in English, 1 p.m. in Spanish, I want you to let me know in the comment section. This is accountability. All I want you to put is, I'll be there. That's it. Let me know. We will see you this weekend. Have a wonderful Friday. Be blessed as you go into tomorrow, and we will see you in church at 11 a.m. this coming Sunday. God bless you.